Welcome to today's our class. Myself K. Manjula, Assistant Professor of Physics, Dr. BRR Government Degree College, Jadchalra, Mahabubnagar district. Coming to today's class. In this class, let us start a new chapter of first sem, that is fourth chapter, that is oscillations. In this oscillations, let us take today introduction part, that is introduction of these oscillations means the contents which we are going to discuss in this class are introduction, periodic motion, oscillatory motion, and that is conditions, that means simple harmonic motion. After that, conditions to execute simple harmonic motion, and some examples of this simple harmonic oscillators. So let us start the introduction part of these oscillations. Generally, in our daily life, we come across with three types of motions, that is translatory motion, circulatory motion, and periodic motion. In this periodic motion, a special type of motion is known as a oscillatory motion. Later we will know the difference between periodic motion and oscillatory motion. That is translatory motion means all bodies possess any type of motion out of these three type of motions in the universe. Translatory motion means if a body, suppose say a body is at here at time t is equal to 0 second, the body is here. As time is varying, means after t is equal to 1 second, the body is here. After t is equal to 2 seconds, the body is here. Means the position of body is changing like this, so this is known as a translatory motion. That means if your body changes its position with respect to time along a straight line, that is known as a translatory motion. This is translatory. Otherwise, means examples for this translatory motion is, it is nothing but all the car and the motion of car, the motion of bus, the motion of means if a body changes its position with respect to time along a straight line, if the body obeys this condition, we can call it as a translatory motion. So coming to the circulatory motion, if your body rotates about a fixed axis like this, the body rotates about a fixed axis, so that is known as a circulatory motion. The axis is known rotatory axis, so that type of motion is known as a circulatory motion. That is motion, that is all motion of the all planets. Similarly, motion of fan. These are the examples. So many examples in our daily life for this circulatory motion. That is circulatory motion. Coming to this periodic motion, it is neither a translatory motion nor a circulatory motion. It is a special type of motion. That is, let us discuss about this periodic motion clearly. That is periodic motion and oscillatory motion. Periodic means the name itself periodic. That means the body, the motion means a motion which repeats itself after equal intervals of time is called as a periodic motion. It repeats itself after equal intervals of time. That is, periodically it repeats its motion. So that's what this is known as a periodic motion. Suppose say if we take the pendulum, that is a pendulum clock, that is, say this is a pendulum, it repeats this, say this is the same that is this is the fixed point, it repeats like this, it equal intervals of time. So this is known as a periodic motion. That is here examples for this periodic motion are, best example is, that is spin of earth. So periodically, suppose say this is the earth, this is sun. So earth revolves around the sun periodically, equal intervals of time. That means the earth takes that is 365 days to revolve around the sun. So that is equal intervals of time like this. So this is the means this motion, the motion of earth, that means a motion which repeats itself after equal intervals of time is known as a period. The motion of earth is said to be here also periodic motion. Similarly, here next another example, the motion of all satellites around a planet. Here are Earth, like the Mars, Jupiter. These are the motions of all satellites are because why we are calling it this as a periodic means they repeats itself, their motion after equal intervals of time. So this is the period. Here also see in this slide you are observing the Earth revolves around the sun. At the same time it rotates about its own axis. See here this is the rotatory motion of earth, this is the revolutionary, this is also periodic motion, this is also periodic motion. So similarly another example is vibrations of atoms in molecules. We all know that according to kinetic theory, because if we apply this kinetic theory to solids, the atoms are kinetic theory of gases. The molecules in the gases also are the atoms in the solids. What they do, they execute simple harmonic motions. So the vibrations of atoms of molecules, atoms in molecules is also the motion of these atoms in molecules is also example for periodic motion. So that is there are so many examples for this periodic motion. These are some examples for periodic motion. Totally the meaning, the definition of periodic motion is nothing but a motion which repeats itself after equal intervals of time. So if that is the periodic motion. Similarly, see here this one. See, this is the motion of the earth. This is the earth revolves around the sun. This is also periodic motion. Similarly, the earth rotates about its own axis at the same time. So this is also periodic motion. So means it the motion of this in these two cases, the motion of earth repeats itself after equal intervals of time. Next, coming to another means special type in this periodic motion, oscillator. Oscillation means that is a body if a body moves back and if a body, suppose this is a body, if a body moves to and fro about a fixed point, about its mean position, say this is the mean position. If we take the motion of simple pendulum, this simple pendulum makes oscillations like this, oscillation about its mean position. So this is known as a oscillatory motion. That is the definition of this oscillator. How we define this oscillatory motion is that a body or a particle is said to possess oscillatory or vibratory motion. Here again there is some difference between this oscillatory motion and that is oscillatory motion, vibratory motion. Both are not equal, but there is a slight difference, but we consider these two types of motion are equal. Later we'll see the difference. So that is a body, coming to the oscillatory motion, a body or a particle is said to possess oscillatory motion if it moves back and forth, to and fro about a to and fro motion repeatedly to and fro motion repeatedly about the mean position. This is known as the oscillator. In the periodic motion, the there is no to and fro motion. So that is the difference. Periodic motion, this is the oscillatory. There is no that the motion of body does not like to and fro motion or back and forth repeatedly about a mean position. There is no mean position, but the here just now we had talked about this motion, periodic motion, which repeats itself after equal intervals of time. Repeats here in this periodic motion also the motion repeats. In this oscillatory motion also the motion it repeats itself. But only the difference between this periodic motion and the oscillatory motion is nothing but in periodic motion there is no to and fro motion about a mean position. But in oscillation, there is a to and fro motion or back and forth motion repeatedly about the mean position. That is the difference. Oh, this here, but that's what we differentiate these two types of motion. That is periodic motion and oscillatory motion. All periodic motions are oscillatory, but all oscillatory motions are not periodic. This is very important here. All periodic motions need not be oscillatory, but all oscillatory motion are periodic motion. See here, the spin of the earth is a periodic motion, but the spin of the earth is not a oscillatory motion, like this. Similarly, if we take the motion of a pendulum, the motion of a pendulum is a periodic motion as well as oscillatory motion. So this is the difference. So like this we can differentiate these periodic motions and oscillatory motions. Examples, see, by discussing about so many examples we can variate this, we can differentiate these two types of motions. See here, that is examples, this is examples of oscillatory motion which are periodic. See here the examples of periodic motion which are not oscillatory. So these are, see, first example, the pendulum of clock swings back and forth and is said to perform oscillatory motion. This is correct. This is a pendulum. The pendulum, this is a pendulum, it moves like this about a mean position. So this is also a this is also example for oscillatory motion. Similarly, if we take a tuning fork, say this is a tuning fork. When this tuning fork is vibrated, each prong vibrates like this. Each prong of this tuning fork vibrates to and fro motion like this, to and fro motion. So this is also example for periodic motion and oscillatory as well as oscillatory. Similarly, motion of simple pendulum. Say this is a simple pendulum. It also, this is the main position, fixed position, rest point. It makes oscillations like this about a fixed point, to and fro, like this, to and fro. So this is also example for periodic motion as well as oscillatory motion. Next example, that is the vertical oscillations of a loaded spring. The loaded spring is nothing but, say this is a loaded spring. This is a mass is suspended at the end of this spring, and this is a fixed end. If this this is known as the loaded spring. If this spring, this is the rest point, this is the main position. If it if this mass is displaced from its mean position, it makes oscillations like this. This is the rest point. See, once again. This is the rest point. It makes oscillations like this. It makes to and this is about a fixed point. If it displaced through some displacement x, it makes oscillations vertically. So this is the vertical oscillations of a loaded spring is also it repeats itself in equal intervals of its motion in equal intervals of time, and it oscillates about a mean position. So the motion of this loaded spring is said to be as well as periodic, and this is oscillatory motion. Similarly, for next example, that is to and fro motion of the piston of an engine. This is also any motion that to and fro, back and forth about a fixed point. If we observe this type of motion, we can call it as a oscillatory motion. This is a example. Next motion, this is the best example in our daily life, that is for oscillatory motion, that is motion of needle in a sewing machine. Simple, the sewing machine makes vibration, makes oscillations like this. This is sewing machine also. This is the main position. It makes oscillations to and fro like this. So motion of needle in a sewing machine is also a, that is periodic as well as oscillatory. Another example, that is torsional pendulum. This one, this torsional pendulum also, it makes oscillations about a fixed point. This is a torsional pendulum. Say this is torsional pendulum. It makes oscillations like this. So this is the, later we'll discuss clearly about this torsional pendulum. Anyhow, this torsional motion of this torsional pendulum is periodic as well as oscillatory motion. Next, vibrations of strings in a guitar. That is in musical instruments, the musical instruments which works on the principle of this principle, not the based on the strings, the vibrations of strings in a guitar also, these are the also makes oscillatory motion and as well as periodic motion. And these are the some example. There are so many examples in our daily life, you will observe. So these are the examples for oscillatory motion which are periodic, both. Coming to another example, that is the examples of periodic motion which are not oscillatory. So that is the just now told this one, uniform circular motion, the motion of earth. It is a periodic but it is not a oscillatory motion. Similarly, second example, orbital motion of planets in the solar system. This circular motion is a periodic motion but it is not a oscillatory motion. That is the difference. These are the some examples for which are both periodic and oscillatory, but only periodic motion. So these are the period. This is the difference between periodic motion and oscillatory motion. Next, let us now try to understand the difference between. Sometimes we come across these two terms, that is oscillatory motion. You can say that the body is in oscillatory, otherwise the body is vibrating. So both are, the meaning is same, but there is a slight difference, that is the oscillatory motion and the vibratory motion. So this, in both cases the body repeats itself its motion about a fixed point, means to and fro motion about a mean position. But if here the frequency, depending upon the frequency, we can variation these two types of motions, that is oscillatory. Both oscillatory motion and vibratory motion, both are periodic motions, but that is, if the frequency is small, frequency means that is number of oscillations made for 1 second is known as a frequency. If the frequency is small, we termed these as oscillations, otherwise we call them as a vibrations. Means actually there is no significant difference between these oscillations and vibration, but there is, if we want to know the actual difference between oscillatory motion and vibratory, this is the difference. If the frequency is small, suppose say a branch, oscillations of a branch of a tree, the branches are moving, we can say that the branches move slowly, no? the frequency is small, so then we can say that oscillations of a branch. Otherwise, if the frequency is more, means the number of oscillations made for 1 second is more, frequency is more, then we can say that vibration. So vibrations of a string we use in normal language, vibrations of a string, oscillations of a branch, and like this. This is the main difference between oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. So that is difference between the oscillatory and the vibration. In this oscillatory motion, let us try to know some definitions. So what are the definitions? Means to understand this clearly about this oscillatory motion, we use these terms, that is periodic time. First term is periodic time. The periodic time means it is denoted by capital T, time. That is time taken for one oscillation. That is known as a periodic time. The units for this periodic time is nothing but a seconds. But it is denoted by capital T, whereas the small t denotes the time. It is a capital T in our periodic time. In periodic motion or oscillatory motion, it denotes the time taken for one oscillation. Similarly, next another term we come across, that is frequency. It is denoted by nu, or sometimes frequency also, f also. Sometimes small n also. So the frequency, just the number of oscillations made in 1 second, is known as a frequency. So that is for if we want to know that there is a relation between this frequency and a periodic time. See, in t seconds the body makes one oscillation. In 1 second, how many oscillations means 1 by t. According to definition, 1 by t is nothing but a frequency. So this is the frequency is the reciprocal of the periodic time. This is the frequency, the reciprocal of the periodic time. So that is the units for this frequency, 1 by second. 1 by second is already again in the name of scientist Hertz. We call it as a Hertz, Hz. That units for SI unit for frequency is Hertz. This is the next. Another term we come across in oscillatory motion, that is displacement. This can be denoted by, that is x or y, along x-axis, along y-axis. So the displacement is nothing but the distance. Suppose say this is a fixed point. The body makes oscillations about this fixed point like this. Say this is a fixed point. After time t, the body is here. Then the distance between this fixed point or mean position to the body. So this is known as the displacement. So the distance of the particle in any direction from the equilibrium position, that is, this is known as equilibrium positions. This point is known as a equilibrium position, rest point, mean position, any fixed point. So like this. So the distance of the particle in any direction from the equilibrium position at any instant is called as the displacement of the particle at that instant. Suppose after again time t is equal to 3 seconds, the body is here, then this is known as a displacement, like this. At that instant, the displacement of particle in oscillatory motion is measured by the distance from the mean position to the particle. So that is the, actually the units for this 1 meters are centimeters. Next another term that is important term, that is amplitude, the maximum displacement. So this goes, say this is a fixed point, this is the body is making oscillation, this the on either side of this fixed point, this is the maximum displacement. This maximum displacement is known as a amplitude. Here also, in this side also, if you take, this is the maximum displacement. So that is known as amplitude. The maximum displacement of the the maximum displacement or the distance between the equilibrium position and the extreme position. So these are known as the extreme position. So in oscillatory motions we have two extreme positions. So that is, this is the amplitude. Amplitude is nothing but a maximum displacement. So units are usually centimeters and meters. Amplitude is nothing but a distance. Next, another definition, that is phase. Phase is also in this oscillatory, it gives the state of a body or direction, state, position and direction of a body. Suppose say the body is again executing the simple harmonic motion about this fixed point. The body is here. At t is equal to 2 seconds, the body is here. After 3rd second, if I want to know the direction and movement of the body, in which direction the body is moving, it making oscillations like that, the phase of an oscillatory particle at any instant defines the state of a particle as regards its position and direction of motion at that instant. So that is the phase of a phase is denoted by, this is phi. Naturally it always measures in the degrees or radians. So this is this phase of a particle gives the position and direction of a motion at that instant. This is measured in angles. So that is next another term, that is restoring force. Restoring force, the property of restoring forces is that the restoring forces always tries to bring the particle to its equilibrium position. This is the property of the restoring forces. Due to the restoring forces, the body, the particles execute the oscillatory motion. So this is the important character in this oscillatory motion. So that is how we understand this restoring force, is that in the equilibrium position of the oscillating particle, if the particle is here, this is equilibrium position. If the particle is here, there is no restoring force here. The body is at this equilibrium position, there is no force acts upon this. But when the particle is displaced from its equilibrium position, it displaced like this equilibrium position, then a periodic force acts on it in such a direction as to bring that particle to its original position only. So that is that force is known as a restoring force. Due to this restoring force, the particle execute this simple harmonic motion. So this is this mainly this restoring force. Here see, if this is the body, if the body moves in this direction, the restoring force acts on this body in opposite direction to its displacement. Mainly the property of this restoring force is that but F is proportional to -6. After understanding the few terms, let us know our in this oscillatory motion a special case. That special case of motion, special type of motion is known as a simple harmonic motion. This is oscillatory motion is sometimes also known as a harmonic motion. Depending upon the prop, that is character, we can define this simple harmonic motion. So this is simple harmonic motion is nothing but this is a special type of oscillatory motion in which the body moves again and again over the same path about a fixed point. Just now we discussed about the oscillatory motion. The same properties applicable to this simple harmonic motion, but we are defining a definition wise, that is so that this is known as a simple harmonic motion, or we can call it as we can define this simple harmonic motion, that is in other way, that is it defined as the motion of an oscillatory particle which is acted upon by the restoring force, and this restoring force is directly proportional to its displacement and opposite to its direction. That is, so this is the F is proposed. Restoring force is directly proportional to displacement and opposite. This is the main property of the oscillating particle. So this is the oscillatory motion. The minus variates the, actually this f is proportional to x, but by placing a minus, this translator means here, actually this f is proportional to x in translatory motion, but in vibratory motion, in oscillatory motion, this is the main difference. This minus variates this oscillatory motion from other type of motions. So that is f is proportional to -6. If we want to know the acceleration of this oscillator, means the oscillator is nothing but a body which executes this simple harmonic motion is known as the oscillator or simple oscillator. So we want to know the f is according to Newton's second law, f maybe ma is proportional to -6, a is then we can a is proportional, right, as a is proportional to -6. This is the main property. This is the, if we want to define this simple harmonic motion in terms of acceleration, this acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement and opposite to this displacement. Means it always directed towards the fixed point. Suppose that the body is making oscillations, this acceleration is always towards to the fixed point. If the body is moving in this direction, acceleration is towards the fixed point. If the body is in this moving in this direction, the acceleration is always towards the mean position. So this is the, so finally we define this simple harmonic motion like a body is said to be in simple harmonic motion if it moves to and fro along a straight line about its mean position such that at any point its acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement in magnitude but opposite in direction and is always directed towards the mean position. So only one total meaning is in this equation only. If we know the concept of this a is proportional to -6, that is known as a simple harmonic motion. So this is a simple harmonic motion. See, in this slide you are observing, see one system we have taken. This is the actual position. This is the rest point. This, the body displaced in this direction, the restoring force acts towards the mean position in this direction. So displacement is, means the restoring force and displacement is opposite direction. Similarly, if your body moves in this direction, restoring force acts towards the mean position. So here also the both are in opposite direction. So that's what we write it as f is proportional to -6. This is the next. Totally, if we put some conditions one by one, what are the conditions to execute this simple harmonic motion? That is, already we know that is motion of the particle must be periodic because all periodic motions are oscillatory motions. So here all the motion should be periodic. It repeats itself in equal intervals of time. That is, next second one, particle must move to and fro about a fixed point is called the mean position. This is the special type. So that is to and fro motion about a fixed point. Similarly, acceleration, that is a is proportional to -6. Acceleration of the particle must be directly proportional to the displacement from mean position. This is third one. Similarly, opposite, that is acceleration of the particle must always be directed towards the mean position, which shows the negative sign. Next, acceleration of the particle and its displacement must always be opposite, same meaning, that is opposite to each other in direction. So that is a is proportional to x1, a is proportional to -6. So these are the conditions. So to execute simple harmonic motion, the body, the particle which executes this this type of simple harmonic motion is known as a simple oscillator. This pendulum is an oscillator. That is a torsion pendulum is also a oscillator. like this. Next, depending upon the movement of this oscillator, there are two. We can differentiate this simple harmonic motion into two types, that is linear simple harmonic motion, and another one is linear simple harmonic motion, and another one is angular simple harmonic motion. That is, a linear simple harmonic motion means the motion of the oscillator is along a straight line, like this. See here, oscillations of a liquid column in a U2. This is an example for linear simple harmonic motion. Similarly, oscillations of a swinger, this is the like this. Similarly, oscillations of a loaded spring, these are the linear harmonic motions. And oscillations of a simple pendulum for small amplitude. Similarly, means the oscillations made by the oscillator is along a straight line, linear type. These are the linear simple harmonic motion. Similarly, vibrations of prongs of an excited tuning fork, that is, this is the tuning fork, it makes oscillations like this. Every prong makes oscillations, linear oscillations. Similarly, vibrations of a particle of a medium when a mechanical wave propagates in that medium. That is, say these are the molecules, they vibrates like this, vibrates linear, that is, they make linear vibrations when the medium is disturbed. So these are the vibrations of a particle of a medium when a mechanical wave propagates in that medium. Similarly, oscillations of a floating object, the object also makes linear oscillations in the water. So these are the some examples for linear simple harmonic motion. And another, if the oscillations are not linear, means if the oscillator makes oscillations with some angle, then that is known as a angular simple harmonic motion. Examples are oscillations of a balance wheel in a watch. Similarly, torsion pendulum, this is the torsion pendulum you are observing in this slide. It makes oscillations like this, means some angle, so it makes angular oscillations. So these some oscillations of torsion pendulum. Similarly, oscillations of a freely suspended magnet in a uniform magnetic field. This is the magnet. If this is freely suspended, it makes oscillations like this. Means it makes angular oscillations. So that's what this motion, both the motions, both are simple harmonic motion, but these are angular simple harmonic motion, these are the linear simple harmonic motion. These are the some. Let's see here some examples of this simple harmonic motion. This is loaded mass and a spring, this is also simple harmonic motion. Pendulum, it makes oscillations like this, this is a fixed point. Similarly, that is a fluid in a U-tube, it makes oscillations. Helmholtz resonator, this is also examples for simple harmonic motion. Again, after understanding this simple harmonic motion, let us try to understand the classification of sound waves based on the frequency. So that is here besides the vibration of simple harmonic oscillator, that is vibration of tuning fork, similarly musical instrument, these are the simple harmonic. Coming to our human ear drum also, our human ear drum also vibrates a simple harmonic motion. Similarly, the air particles between the ear and the musical instrument. How we are able to hear the sound is nothing but the air particles between ear and the musical instruments also vibrate in simple harmonic motion. Then the air particle between the ear and the musical instrument also vibrate in simple, sorry, here this repeated due to these vibrations. So propagation of sound waves takes place due to the vibration of molecules between ear and musical instrument. The propagation of sound waves takes place. Therefore, the sound waves can be produced due to the totally, that is, sound waves produced due to the vibrations of the bodies. Depending upon the frequency, we can differentiate these sound waves, that is infrasonics, audible sounds, ultrasonics. The infrasonics is nothing but the frequency of vibrating body is less than 20 Hz. That is known as the infrasonics. Similarly, our audible range, human ear audible range is between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. This is known as the audible range of human ear, that is audible sounds. This is similarly, if the frequency of vibrating body is greater than 20 kilohertz, 20,000 Hz, those are known as ultrasonics. These ultrasonics can be heard by the dogs, bats, example. For this infrasonics, the earthquakes also examples for this infrasonics, because the frequency is less in that moment. So these are the classification of sound waves. Why we have to study this simple harmonic motion means, in addition to these sound waves, there is another type of vibrations. Those are known as a complex vibration, complex combination of vibration. To understand those complex combination of vibration, we have to first know the completely about the simple harmonic motion. So this is the need to study simple harmonic motion. This is about the introduction part of oscillations, that is simple harmonic motion. Let us recall what we have learnt in this today's class. That is, we come across with three types of motion, that is translatory motion, circulatory motion, periodic motion. In this periodic motion is nothing but a motion which repeats itself after equal intervals of time is known as a periodic motion. Examples for periodic motion is spin of earth, pendulum motion, torsional pendulum, all are these periodic motions. Vibrations of atoms in molecules also. But another type in this periodic motion, a special motion, that is oscillatory motion. That is, if a body is said to possess oscillatory motion if it moves to and fro about a fixed point, that is the oscillatory. By this we can say that all periodic motions are oscillatory. Sorry, 1 minute. Here all periodic motions need not be oscillatory, but oscillatory motions are all periodic. This is the difference. These are the some examples, that is oscillatory motion or also periodic, that is pendulum, that is prongs of a tuning fork, that is vertical oscillations of a loaded spring, that is motion of needle in a sewing machine, torsional pendulum. These are the examples for periodic as well as oscillatory. Coming to the periodic motion which are not oscillatory, that is uniform circular motion. There is a slight difference between oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. The frequency is less, that is known as oscillatory. Frequency is more, that is vibratory motion. In this oscillations, we come across some terms, that is periodic time. The time taken for one oscillation is known as periodic time. The number of oscillations made in 1 second is known as a frequency. The distance between the particle and the equilibrium position is known as the displacement. The maximum displacement of oscillating particle on either side of the mean position is known as the displacement. Phase. Next, phase is nothing but the phase of a oscillatory particle is nothing but which shows the state and position and direction of a body at that instant. It is measured in angles. It's denoted by phi. Similarly, another term, that is restoring force. The property of restoring force is that it always tries to bring the body to its equilibrium position. That is the restoring force. If the body is in at equilibrium position, no net force acts upon it, so restoring force will be 0. If it displaced from its original position, this restoring force acts on that body, which tries to make that body to its original position. Similarly, so simple harmonic motion, we can define this simple harmonic motion like this. A body is said to be in simple harmonic motion if it moves to and fro along a straight line about its mean position, such that at any point its acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement in magnitude but opposite direction. So that is A is proportional to -6. This is known as simple harmonic motion. This is the simple harmonic. So totally conditions to execute this simple harmonic motion, that is motion should be periodic. The particle must move to and fro about a fixed point. Acceleration is directly proportional to x. Acceleration of the particle must always directed towards the mean position, like this always directed towards the mean position. Acceleration of the particle and its displacement must always be opposite. The body obeys these conditions, we can say that that is a simple harmonic motion. This simple harmonic motion may be of two types, that is linear simple harmonic motion or an angular simple harmonic motion. Example for angular simple harmonic motion, that in but oscillations of a balance wheel. Best example for that is torsional pendulum. For linear simple pendulum, loaded spring, next oscillations of floating object, vibrations of fronks of an excited tuning fork. These are the examples for this. These are some examples. Sound waves are classified into three types depending upon frequency, that is infrasonics, audible sounds, ultrasonics. These are the sound waves which are having frequency less than 20 Hz, known as the infrasonics. Similarly, audible range of human ear is between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. The sound waves which are having frequency greater than 20,000 Hz known as the ultrasonics. So the application of this simple harmonic motion is that to know another type of we come across with another complex combination of vibration. To understand those complex combination of vibrations, we need to know this first completely the properties of simple harmonic motion. So this is the need of to study this simple harmonic motion. This is about today's class. Let us tomorrow will continue. Next, that is discuss with oscillator and the characteristics of this simple harmonic motion. Okay, this is about